Hey guys, Gossip and Reactions Maristic. It says it's not looking good for the ex-Michigan cop caught punching a black teen. Again, if you are not happy with your job, find something else because it is crazy that somebody's supposed to protect us. Instead, they're abusing us physically, sometimes verbally. It's not fair. Yikes, things got worse for a former Michigan officer who was caught on surveillance camera sucker punching a black teen. It is ridiculous, seriously. Brutal interaction. According to Fox 2 Detroit, the officer was booking 19-year-old Jaquan Smith on a carjacking charge June 16. Surveillance footage shows Rodriguez talking to the teenager and suddenly punching him in the face, ramming him into the wall with his body and grabbing his dreads to slam his head into the floor repeatedly. Following the release of the video, the police department placed Rodriguez under internal investigation and ultimately gave him the boot. The Macomb County Prosecutor's Office came on the heels of his termination with charges of misdemeanor assault and battery and willful neglect of duty. They said the ex-cop will be dealt with like any other citizen. Finally, we're going to get some justice. Nah, he's got to answer to the feds on civil rights charges. It should send a clear message to those officers who defy the oath and the Constitution, contrary to the vast majority of law enforcement officers who carry out their duties, Eisen said via Fox 2. Again, we have seen the story repeat itself over and over. They don't care for us. They don't see us as human. I don't know what the young man was saying back to him, because sometimes when you get arrested, when you are angry, you could be disrespectful and say all type of things because you're under a lot of stress, you are angry, but you got to learn to ignore the noise. Now you're losing it all. Pension, your family going to look at you like a total loser because you no longer have a job. Enough is enough. You got to know how to choose your battle. Just because somebody cursing you out don't mean you have to hit them or knock them down. The federal criminal complaint says Rodriguez punched Jaquan Smith in his head more than once, grabbed his hair and slammed his head to the ground, then lifted and kicked his feet. That is not right. The paperwork goes on to say WPD's non-lethal use of force policy provides that officers use only the minimum amount of force necessary to effect an arrest, overcome resistance, defend themselves or others, or to gain control. No, they're overdoing it. FBI Detroit Special Acting Agent Devin Kowalski said the video broke his heart and called the officer's action completely unacceptable. Actions like that promise trust in the community. The trust the community has with law enforcement. I commend the Macomb County prosecutor, the police department, as well as the U.S. attorney for aggressively investigating this, said Kowalski via Fox 2. Smith has also filed a civil rights lawsuit against the officer, City of Warren, and 2 officers present during the attack for not intervening. You know what? Click on Detroit. He must still appeal for his carjacking charges at a later date. One thing I don't understand. If you see an officer is breaking the law, breaking the rules, you are there. You are witnessing one man kicking, hurting another human being. I don't care what skin color. You don't have it in you to say, hey, bro, we have been through so much. They are watching us. We have a camera on. We are in a place where there is camera. Everything is being recorded. Don't do it. You stand by watching. You are as guilty as any other officer. If you don't stop the violence, you are one of the problem also. Once officers start seeing one get fired because they did not intervene, like in Floyd, Mr. Floyd, and Breonna, and everybody else's that died in some kind of disgusting way for no reason. One of our brothers that was running, I believe, they shot him and killed him also. It happened. The story repeats itself over and over. If there was one officer around and did not stop the violence, did not stop the beating, the kicking, the pulling, you are as guilty as the one who is physically doing it. So once they start applying this method, you hear, you see it, you stop it, or you go with it, you also been fired, you also lose your job, then the culture will never change. Subscribe. Let me know how you feel. Bye.